District of Columbia, the capital city of the United States. D.C. is one of the cities in the country experiences homelessness crisis for so many years. Even though so many different organizations are working to end this problem, Washington, D.C. still having a large number of homeless people in the United States.
There's many reasons for homelessness. Some is that people can't find work. Some is that they're not able to work. Among the homeless, we have veterans with PTSD. We have people that are handicapped, disabled.
The 2016 Hunger and Homelessness Survey from the U.S. Conference of Mayors found that D.C. has 124.2 homeless people for every 10,000 residents in the general population. The city also had one of the fastest increases in homelessness between 2009 and 2016, with a 34.1% gain. By comparison, New York had the largest increase during that period at 49%. In some areas, the district fared well, registering the lowest proportions of unsheltered homeless people and one of the lowest proportions of homeless youths in the survey. But why D.C. is having this large number of homeless?
They can talk about me still being homeless, but at the same time, I'm not costing the city $100,000 a year to fail. We have all these people making six figures that are not ending homelessness, and we actually have more homeless than we started with, in 2004. And so if you're going to call somebody out, call out the failures of the people in government. There's a term for that. We call them poverty pimps. They get paid to end a social ill. They don't end it, but they keep getting paid.
There are numbers of shelters in Washington, D.C. that helps when it comes to homeless. But why many homeless individuals are so reluctant to use these shelters?
To think that I'm sleeping beneath or over top of an individual who is a senior citizen and somebody's knocking on their bed telling them that you have to get up and get out at 6 o'clock in the morning. I mean, it just touched me to the point where I couldn't understand how do you put an elderly person out of their bed at 6 o'clock in the morning? Who does that?
Many organizations and individuals have tried helping in one way or another to solve this problem. Street Sense is a non-profit organization producing newspapers which focuses on homelessness is one of them.
We provide men and women who are homeless an opportunity, one, for employment, but perhaps more importantly, an opportunity for self-expression and to discover themselves and their talents. Originally through working to distribute the newspaper, but also writing for the newspaper, but more recently, as I said, through making films, through producing their own photography and illustrations and graphic design as well.
I'm looking at one of the websites that you would normally go and check the rent prices. The area that I took as an example is Southeast Washington, D.C., which is a bit far from downtown. The prices are ranging between $1,775 to $3,000 monthly for 1-bedroom to 2-bedrooms apartments. Basically, for someone who is making minimum wage per hour, which is $11.50 in Washington, D.C., it's really hard for them to afford paying this amount of money, and that's why people try to find some solutions and split the rent with a friend or something like that.
We're one of the most expensive places to live in the country, and these days you'd have to work a minimum wage job for over 130 hours a week to be able to afford a 2-bedroom apartment here in the city, and that's the distance between wages and the cost of housing in the city. So if you're a young mom or someone in need of a 2-bedroom apartment, it's just simply out of reach. There are, on any given night, there are over about 8,000 persons in this community who are experiencing homelessness. Some of those people are in shelters, some are sleeping outside.